420 somewhere. Yes, that is correct. It's, to be more specific, it's 420 in New York City and on the East Coast of the United States. And yes, these words are coming back out of my mouth because 420 is for everyone, and it's 420 somewhere always and forever. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. This is Good Genetics Live, our community grow show, if you want. So Norma G's in the house, Frankie's, Holy Toledo, Hulk, Books, of course. Yes, Books, I'm on time. What's up? And yeah, in Colorado it's only 2:20, but it's still 4:20 somewhere, right? Like, it's definitely 4:20 in my rig, and so I'm going to definitely put on something delicious from somebody who is already in the chat. Like, this is not Good Genetics. This is Hempy Hearts. Hempy Hearts broke my 420 heart with his beautiful rosin. And so thank you so much for being here. Richard Goddard, hi, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, let's fire some up. Let's get some people in here before we dive in anything else. Hempy Hearts and BAM Genetics. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hey, all good. How are you, brother?
Hey!
Now I'm good. Much better than 10 seconds ago because it's 4:20, and I got Hempy Heart in my rig. I mean, not him physically. That would be tragic, but it's beautiful rosin. Man, respect. Well, he's already grabbing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, Hempy, are you dabbing anything else other than your own? Or can you not even... Can you, is it okay sometimes in between to dab something else to like clear your palate, or is it just that kind right now, which keeps you going?
My main one is Bufina, but I do have some other cultivars that I'm pressing. Like, for example, my Bubbleberry that I've been working with since 1998. And wow. Stinky Feet is also something that's very complex, and honestly, I should do more of Stinky Feet. But at the moment, the Bufina is taking the front row.
Bufina is were given to you. The seeds were given to you by an Italian breeder who is very humble. You said before. And it goes very much in the same direction than the Good Genetics photo periods. No matter if it's the Super Buff Cherry S1 or which is available right now already, the Super Boof Cherry FF. It's something special, those boofs, no?
I still have two phenos I can decide. I think for some time I'm gonna work with both of them because they are so similar, but also very different. So it's a hard time for me. It's not easy on my brain.
Well, cheers. I'm getting rid of your Bufina, and I'm already putting in some Mango G made by Scritchy. And next week will be Canna Fair, which is the second biggest trade show in Germany. Very different, though, than Mary Jane Berlin. Mary Jane Berlin, everything is very global. And there it's a little bit more the German and the European scene meeting up. Of course, a few people from international, but look at that, how beautiful that looks, Hempy. But both of you will be there, right? So Bem, of course, you will be there with us with Good Genetics, of course. And Hempy, you will be there as well, and you will maybe enter something in some cup as well, no?
Oh, yeah. So Europe's finest, Bufina, enter as rosin category. Also, a week later, I'm gonna revisit Germany, but this time a little bit more south for the South German Cup, and also with Bufina. So it's gonna be quite busy end of the August for me. I'm really excited. I mean, 2 cups in 2 weekends, Canna Fest, Aptus family reunion for 20 years anniversary. So it's gonna be a busy time.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thanks for, by the way, everybody in the chat, and of course, thank you, Books, for thinking of it. Happy birthday, Hempy! Your birthday was last weekend. Happy birthday!
happy birthday again.
Thank you, thank you. It became like a small festival, music festival. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was you were there not alone, or you were there with Daga as well, correct?
Yeah, we decided to celebrate our birthday together this year because Daggy's birthday is 7th of 7th, so 7th of July, and mine is 8th of August, so like 7/7, 8/8, and we decided to party together.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, it looked like a blast. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It was. Honestly, it was almost as chaotic as the other festivals that we joined because this time we got some family members that also came. You know, the sourdough. Sour acid from Holland. He came, and Mo from Kanakan also came. So it's been nice. It's been real nice.
Amazing, absolutely beautiful. It's always great when friends come together and when friends come from all over the world. That's what I love so much about when we see each other next week again. And yeah, there's quite a few changes. I said it before, like I am going to do these now bi-weekly. So next week we're actually not going to do. I will, for the very first time in a very long time, go to a trade show. And of course there will be a live, but there's nothing big scheduled like what we have here right now, but just like probably a quick one from the floor or so on, or maybe from a cup, because I am going to judge 2 cups. I'm going to judge the Europe's Finest Cups and the NRW Cup. And the NRW Cup, I just saw the sample bag, the judge pack, and apparently there's 50 flowers. So Ben, we will be very, very, very busy people. 50. That means we need to test 50 different samples. So that means I was invited, and I was first planning, of course, to come over to Holland, but that's not possible. Like, I need to get my fingers. Once I drop down, I need to find within hours. I need to get the sample bag and need to start really going through it, because I think as a judge you have a certain responsibility towards those people you are judging, and of course the people who throw the cup. So yeah. Eric is saying he's grown some of the genetics. That's beautiful, man. Jellies, the G donuts, and the permanent G. Absolutely great plants. You never grew the permanent G, right, Ben? Because you were like, that's too permanent-y for me, no?
I tried it. It's the pH down baby, which is standing outside.
It's one of the pH down babies. Like, if somebody
Exactly.
doesn't know the story, Ben, everybody of us has a story like that. Somebody told me that before they did that, and instead of the pH down, they used what it's called alcohol, like isopropyl. So they just had like a spray bottle full of isopropyl, and instead of spraying like water on the babies, they sprayed them with isopropyl. So you can only imagine what that was like. So your story is the pH minus. That's what you did, no?
Exactly, yeah. I gave them, when they were little babies, like 100 milliliter each, only pH down. Then I realized that like 4 or 5 days later, yeah, I was looking on the table and said, oh my God, why the pH down bottle have a spray head? And then I dipped my finger and tried and said, oh my God, I watered my babies with pH down. Yeah, but
crazy.
They made it. I mean, it's like 5G on each plant, but let's try it.
So you then just flush them, and they were and then put them outside and let them be outside babies.
Absolutely. Oh.
So why didn't you try to reverse with pH plus?
I like that very much. Toledo is asking, please, everybody, today we have no big topics or anything. We're just doing bullshit. We're gonna invite more people to come in if you want to join us. The link is in the chat. So whoever wants to come in. Toledo is asking how big the G breath gets. I haven't messed with it, and I'm using grow dots and have it in 10 gallon. Like. It depends a little bit, really. It depends. It can get quite big, and you have it in 10 gallons, so that means there is plenty of space. So if you get it to really go to its full potential, which in my opinion, from a certain time on, I would give very minimal water from the top and would give a lot from the bottom, ideally through an autopod system and so then she can get really, really big.
Beautiful.
Oh. What's this one? Is that Bufina again?
Now this is Kiba Nummer 2 from Basement Chuckers. This is the final few buds that I have from Sidran. Currently, I have it in a flower from clone. So I want to see the difference, how it acts, if we change anything. But it's looking real nice.
Fat Nasty Buds, happy after work. And Richard, yeah, that sounds delicious, that donuts. As I said, I'm having some of that mango G in here from Scritchy. And Wales is in the back. I will get him on stage too. Wales, are you here or are you just with audio? All right, I'm going to kick you, Wales, and you can come back. This is a great topic. What do you guys think about the 48 to 72 hours of darkness and no water before harvest, Hempy?
No water before harvest. I would get that logic because you don't want. At least I don't have good experience if I like fully saturate media and then harvest, because the plant is full of water and it prolongs the drying time. I still am aiming for that sweet spot, about 8 to 10 days. But darkness, I'm not very much experienced with that because I have like a perpetual grow system, so I don't have an option to just turn off the lights because I have some other plants that are in different time of the cycle there.
Makes absolute sense to keep it rolling like that. Maximize space. So Wales, you're more than welcome to join us again here. Anybody else, of course, as well. Yesterday was a great mix, and I just got, we were a bunch of Germans talking and laughing, and I got way too high, way too fast. And Alexandra was there, and everybody was saying, ask Alexandra. Yet she was saying, like, it's really funny to be around, like, 7 ADHS people who, as an autist, she was just like, I was just like, looking and focusing on everybody saying things, and I'm just like, I couldn't even say anything. So thanks for not asking. And then in the end, yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. So thank you, everybody, for being here. So whoever wants to come join in is more than welcome. I think the whole thing about the darkness, I don't think there's any studies done on that. Some people even say, let's turn the light up because photosynthesis goes. I don't have to worry about so much if she's gonna pump through like 48 hours straight of light. Pempy can't do that with a perpetual harvest. You keep your environment like running the whole time. In the meantime, I'm running into issues with my AC. I don't know if anybody ever had this issue before. to have an AC Infinity humidifier, and yeah, you plug it in and you set it up on the app with your controller, and after an hour or two, it's just gone. It just disappears. And so if anybody had that issue before, please put it down in the comments maybe. Otherwise, I rather ask the community than my AI, because the AI just bullshits me most of the time. And that's the beauty about hanging out with real people here right now.
But does it reappear later, or it stays disappear? Doesn't come
I
back.
have just started setting it up, but no, it just disappears. It's just 3 devices. I had it on the 1, and I should need it on the, then I switched it to the 5. But yeah, no. So now I just I unplugged it from the thing, and then it just runs. But even the display doesn't show me. So I think I might have to put the humidity sensor in it. I was thinking that it might take the humidity not from its own sensor, but from the control AI, which I think is true. But I mean, as I said, maybe somebody had similar issues before and can put it in the chat. Otherwise, I will have to deal with it tomorrow. Because right now,
I have a second question. I have a second question. So did you set it up with that wireless thingy, or is it connected by that wire that came with?
Wire. I don't trust a wireless enough for, yes, we can do the stream here on a Wi-Fi, that's okay, but we're not going to start messing around like with my devices, and then the humidifier just gets disconnected and starts pumping on the highest setting the whole time. No. But no, yeah, I don't know exactly what it is.
I just recently got the humidifier from AC Infinity. That's why I'm asking, because it was so easy for me. But I do have it connected to the wireless thingy, because I don't have the humidifier in the same space, but I have connected it with that hose that comes with it. So it's outside. But it also works on the same sensor that comes from the controller. So I did not need to plug in the sensor that came with the humidifier.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna plug that sensor in tomorrow when I find it, since everything is a bit of a chaos, and see if it's going to give me because right now not even the display isn't even turning on. It just turns on, and it worked. As I said in the beginning, it worked, then it didn't work. I reconnected it in a different port. Again, worked, and then stopped. Had to replace the cable, did that already. I already used, when I connected it the second time, I just used another cable. Again, same thing. So I'll have to see what it is. Let's talk about one funny Wi-Fi names, folks. Yeah, but that has a little bit less to do with our growing. So for stealth reasons, I just keep the Wi-Fi named like it was from the box, because then you make then that's just gives the people a little bit more of an idea that you're just you don't know anything. I don't put funny Wi-Fi names. They give too much. What am I supposed to do? It's it's 420 somewhere, or good genetics? No, thank you. It's my holy space, and I don't let anybody pick up my names from my house. I like that there's in the chat right now this this debate about the darkness and stuff. So what I strongly believe is you need to keep it cool. The cooler you keep it, especially while you're drying them, while you're not giving them water, of course, up to a certain degree, is great, because then you preserve, and that comes sometimes with the light. So sometimes when you turn the light on, you just get a hotter environment. And if you can't regulate that, maybe it's even better to just let them, while you don't give them, while they're dying on the branch, basically, to not have any light. Maybe. But as I said, the logic behind it, I understand. But for me, it's just about the temperature much more. And as I said, letting it die on the branch, to put the last little bits out there, and then you chop them. For how long do you not water them, Hempy?
Basically, I usually have to water every day. So I'm checking the runoff numbers with the EC, and I'm also trying to aim for 63 days for all my cultivars that I run, because in that way I can have like 3 cycles, 21 day after 21 days each. So 3 cycles, that means 63 days. So that's my ballpoint. Um, then maybe I stretch some cultivars for the longer time to get for that sweet spot, or if the runoff numbers are still too high. So basically, I only don't water the last day, the last 24 hours, and then it's way too dry. It's getting droopy, so I know it's on the dry side. And then I measure with the moisture meter when drying is finished. Like EC meter for wood, it measures the EC values on wood, and when it's like correct numbers, then I trim. I can show you the meter. Because I'm at tree jail at the moment. This is the meter that woodworkers use when they are buying wood. Because if wood has too much moisture inside, then the wood is still working. It can twist, it can bend. So they're trying to avoid that. And this is like a 15 or 20 euro tool that saves your harvest. So you're not smoking hay, or you don't get bad smokability, because if it's too dry, I mean, if it's too moist, then the smokability goes out of the window.
That makes sense. And if it gets, it's like both ways. It's just the sweet spot. Find the right amount of water activity, like that sweet spot that that it has the shelf life, and that it also is not too wet any longer, but also isn't like dried.
I can also plug in, the way that the boveda, the terp lock, the terp seal. So the bags, they work with the best between 8 and 12% of water moisture content. That's the sweet spot, between 8 and 12%. 13% is already too much. I've tried to experiment with 13%, and 13%, it's too much. So
I think it might be still okay if you want to press it. You know what I mean? You can have a bit higher moisture content, not much, but a bit higher. If you don't want to make hash, if you want to make flower rosin,
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
And about the chat, yes, definitely books. I'm totally baked. That's why I'm here. As I repeated many times, we're doing this as a therapy session for myself, and maybe for for a couple other people as well. I agree with the Canatrol and the terp lock bags for sure. That is very controlled ways of. I also like the dry firm now, which is like a good way to let the humidity take longer in the beginning to come out, and therefore get a more even and more terpy dry as well. So I'm thinking they're gonna be more out in the US too eventually. I think they are. It's a great company, and they're just doing this in Germany. I had one hanging here up until like a couple days ago, and so you basically put the nuggets already trimmed, which is like, I asked them now. I'm gonna get like a big one where I can put a whole plant in it. Like, right, I just gonna trim all the fan leaves off like I would normally do, and then I'll just gonna hang dry it, but I'm putting it in the bag. So let's see how that's gonna turn out. Then who was it? Gurulia asked if, yes, there is Good Genetics now. There's a Good Genetics store, and that's actually seeds which I made. They weren't like made by anonymous people or anything. Like they weren't just like, I made them. I'm actually working right now on a video about, I didn't tape as much of it as I wanted to, but I have some footage of how the G line was made. So that's going to drop probably in the next week and a half or so. And then there will be the first video. I think it might get automatically dubbed because it is in German, but it is an interview with a social club who pheno hunted 2 different of my crosses. And yeah, that's really special and going to be fun because it's exactly the core of Good Genetics. It's like with the people together, as a community. Yeah, and big shout out, of course, to Envy Grinder. That bag is worth every penny. That's the best bag there is. Absolutely. And I don't even smoke. I took all the stuff you guys like, the tray, the rolling tray, all that is out, but still for me, it works perfectly. Wow, one of Dougie's.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. A proper doing. Yes, no more photos are coming, Mr. Crowley. I'm gonna get them out very soon. Of course, Canna Fair is coming, so in person, if you are in Germany, if you're coming to Germany, there will be, the blueberry will be there, but that will now not be released as on the website for a while because that's a very small cross. There's very little seeds of that. But it will go in a pheno hunt as well. That's the super blueberry sherry. So everything which was released right now, other than some of my reg crosses, they are based on that super buff sherry line. Like, so I found that keeper pheno of me, I had like 20 different, I hunted through blue sushi and everything. I tried it all out and just saw like how good will they perform under not the best conditions because it was too hot anyway. And yeah, that super buff cherry was like outperforming all of them. They had the most beautiful nuggets and the most and it was super resistant as well. So I decided to use that as a reversal and throw it on a lot of different things, and a lot of amazing crosses came out of it. That's which one? The blueberry?
That's the blueberry.
Yeah, your mic might be away from you guys right now. But yeah, beautiful. So the Super Boof Sherry FF, the one which is available in the Good Genetics store, is already out. No, you killed her today.
Yeah, it's already in the dry firm bag.
What was they? Day 51?
53.
Oh, 53. Okay.
Yeah, but already like 30% Tricom heads were already.
That blueberry is a cross of humble seed companies. Big shout out to them. Blueberry Muffin, but hunted by what's his name again?
Money Tea.
Money Tea selection from Austria, and that's the cross with the super buff sherry reversal. She looks stunning, and I guarantee you she presses so well. She washes probably well, depending obviously a bit on the pheno, but I guarantee you she presses well. She looks stunning.
The heads look like you just put them on the top of the trichome. Huh?
Nice.
So definitely also a good washer.
Hey, Canacan's in the house. Hey, Don, thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to see you next week. Next week, you'll find me at the Canacan booth, and everybody who buys a Canacan gets a freebie from Good Genetics, and everybody who buys something from Good Genetics gets a free hugger from Canacan. So make sure to come by, check us out at the Canna Fair. Oh, look, Richard came on too. Hey, Richard, I'll get you in the studio right now.
It's the soda cherry.
So that's the 7-Up crossed with Super Buff Sherry.
Yeah, and I will harvest her tomorrow. For day 54. And then we have the S1.
She really chunks up.
Yeah.
Now in the end, she really chunks up.
Beautiful. Super Buff Cherry S1.
Yeah, that's the S1. That's the so the mommy, the same cross. The 26 is the mommy and the daddy,
And
that's
the tansy.
with the Tenji papaya. You can see the papaya in it for sure. Like the she looks on the top so much like the grandmother. That only papaya.
Beautiful.
Crazy. Also, how much the fade is now in the end is really stunning.
Yeah. Off to the autos.
Hey, Sean, thanks so much for saying hi and stopping by. And like always, come say hi. We had a blast with it. I met some really cool UK people in Bilbao. Believe me, man. You would have fit right in there.
So that's the G Samper.
She just has, she really wants to grow.
Yep. She's the biggest one. That's the orange gorilla.
That's the old school cross, the orange gorilla. I think I made that cross in 2020. So if anybody ever got on at a trade show a pack of orange gorilla at the Beanstone Pop, just like with all the beans, just hit me up. We'll get some more over to you. You know, we'll always find her. But yeah, she's special. She's a really, really interesting cross with an early gorilla auto with the orange sherbet.
Let's do a
Stunning.
outside. Let's have a look at the permanent.
Yeah, let's look at your outdoor garden. Let's look at the pH minus ones.
Exactly. That's where I want to go. So that's the permanent.
Well, I mean, for pH minus.
Yeah. And that's the G Thumper.
G Thumper and the little one is the permanent G.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
She's got
that happens when you spray P minus, pH minus.
Yeah. You get for about 3 doinks.
Yeah. Maybe 2. Yeah. That's G Thumper.
Beautiful garden, man. Beautiful garden.
That's
Thanks
also orange gorilla. Thanks. And the G Nana.
And those little ones, they were you just like planted the rest of them for outdoors just to see how they perform in the summer.
Yeah. And to be honest, we have a very good summer in Germany by now. This year.
The seeds there in the Good Genetics store, there will be more testers gonna come out eventually.
I already prepared something for my roommates next week when I'm leaving. how they have to feed.
That is really funny.
Yeah, have to.
That's really, really funny.
Yeah. So.
All right. My dog wants to come in. No, thank you. Wow, Hempy.
nice, hempy.
Let's plant some trees. That's correct.
It's my birthday present from one of my friends.
That's amazing. That's beautiful, man. Bam is packing up, so we can go take a look in the garden. Chonky is not here today. It's a bit crazy at his work, so we can go take a look at Chonky's
Hey,
garden.
Sebastian, just want to give you a quick update on the G-Breath autos that I have out in my yard. Doing beautifully. We're roughly about day 61 or so, and they're starting to really, really put on some weight and chunk up. Also, the families, as you can see, hopefully, even the families are starting to get coated with trichomes. Plant's absolutely amazing. So there's one out of 3. Here's a second one. And as I said before, these have been bent completely over. So the main stem is actually here on this one, as you can see there. And this one over here. That one's the main stem. I do that so I can get multiple tops without having to actually top it. So, and then this last one, she is super, super purple. She was purple from the start, and she's almost getting black. She's still purple. The other 2, they were green, normal color when they first started out and turned a little purple after growing, but she was just purple from the get-go. Another auto real quick is a Blue Dream auto by Nirvana Seeds. Again, that's the main stem that I bent over, and that way I can get more tops. And just a quick view of the other, oh, she's a monster, other bigger photos in the garden, and I even have some over here. Cheers, hopefully you'll see me this afternoon. I'm not sure, but if I don't, thank you so much for allowing me to grow these genetics in my yard. They're absolutely amazing. Cheers, my friend.
Absolutely stunning, the garden.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Thanks so much for showing us, Chunky. And yeah, next time, brother. Next time. Oh, you're having another one. What are you smoking on? On your Hawaiian rainbows?
Yes.
Of course. Just like I can't get away from that hempies. I know exactly how that feels.
Looks great.
I should do more freebies. 100%. There will be more freebies. It is just, to be honest with you, good genetics. Every single of these beans which is going out went through my hands. So that is, there's not that many of them, There will be more. There will be more. There will be the same quality, and they will get better, of course, as well, because we always try to better ourselves, make the next crazy fire cross, and then work with that furthermore. But yeah, there will be more coming, and in the future, for sure, there will be more freebies with the different orders. What's that beautiful, Richard?
I think this is one of the G donuts, and I have one of the G breath. And I also got, oh yeah, they've been
Looking
smoking.
fantastic, man.
I had them in some fabric pots with the Spider Farmer bottom wicking auto watering for it. They've been producing tremendous stalks and just explosive root systems, especially on the ones I've been using like air pruning pots to keep from that root zone continually going outward and stuff. It's
Yeah, makes absolute sense. 100%. Super,
yeah,
super typical.
yeah. I've been messing around a little bit more on and off with the unsulfur blackstrap molasses and stuff with them. I mostly try to stick with all organic. I want to go with really a full living soil, just made from cocoa, do like a cocoa living soil. and see how that run really goes with it, and try to do a little bit of experimenting with using lower ECs and stuff like that on a few plants later on, and the flowering and stuff, and kind of seeing what I can do to tweak um, kind of really my press times when I'm going through the harvest and everything to see what kind of quality of rosin I can really step my game up with. So that's really what I've been mostly dabbling with.
Sounds amazing, man. And it's all we've tried to find our own way. I never really fully dove into cocoa, even though I know you can utilize cocoa quite well, even in organic settings. It's just I've done it here and there, but never fully dove into it. Yeah, and as I say, it's experimenting with organic inputs and cocoa can be quite beneficial, especially because cocoa has the if you don't oversaturate, it really has a really good dryback. So it's like it does keep a lot of air in it. And as I said before, like the roots, they need water. Yes, they need water, but only if they get enough air, they get really big. And when they get enough really big, then they get bigger plants.
Right, right, and definitely with those air pruning pots, um, it's a can be at some points in time with using those. As far as I found, trying to find that sweet spot, really making sure to keep it where it'll consistently get that dry back, especially with a medium like cocoa. It is definitely a challenge sometimes, especially with high heat, and it's just gonna keep drinking. They've been drinking. All of them have been super thirsty the whole process. I'm talking about chugging.
Amazing. Yeah, it's really, really
How much
beautiful
they
to be.
drink?
Yeah.
How much do they drink? How big is volume of the pot, and how much water do you put in?
Typically, by the time they're already like in flowering, I weigh like they're drinking in excess of half to a gallon each one easily. Fucking just going through it, and I mean, like, and I just lift them up, and I literally feel up like, oh, it's staying consistent. For the most part, I know the heat's really been the biggest challenge, really, right now. But other than that, the nutrient lineup, I've dabbled some with some Kronk nutrients too, or Sensi Bloom and all that, uh, and just different things. But more recently, I think the living soils and my chorus fungi and all that really really stepping my game up with like pumice stone and stuff like that for the aeration and using air domes and stuff in the auto watering systems. It definitely helps for sure.
Yeah, I've been experimenting with that for a long time. That you like put like those little fish blowers, even in DIY systems, they can like do miracles. They can help you to aerate, give you extra air. But in the end of the day, as I said, like if you have a good, like I like the tray to grow this kind of things because there is moisture there continuously, but it's not getting too wet. So it's like almost getting too dry on the top. That's why I said like I revive from the top with teas a little bit, but very, very, very little water amounts. And they really drink from the bottom. That's like, at least when I want to grow for flour or for hash or something like that, like sometimes with the breeding, it gets like a bit complicated. You can still use tray to grows, of course, but if you don't have just enough of those, then you do need to sometimes water, blah, blah, blah. And then you need to top water because it's a lot more smaller pots because the plants, if I'm breeding, I don't try to make huge plants because they're very unflexible. I don't need them. I don't need them to be big. I don't need them to be healthy. And I need a lot of them so I can actually decide, hey, I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you, and I don't need to repot a million times.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I run three gallon typically, Yeah, it's a lot more maneuverability with it for me. I might do a 5 gallon every now and then. I just, for the most part, with it, keep it stupid simple and let them do their thing. They're exploding. Like you don't even take a lot of any kind of nutrients, and they're already taking and just exploding. Your genetics are amazing, Sebastian.
Thank you so much. I really like what John said here with the self-made 5-gallon wicking buckets, drill holes in the lid, thick cotton rope for wicking. Yes, 100%, man. Exactly that. And
Yeah.
then you'll just let them do their thing. Yeah. First of all,
The
again, yes.
do you guys adjust for the wicking type of feeding with nutrients compared to the nutrients schedule that usually comes with bottles? Whatever you nutrients you are using, do you adjust by using from the bottom feeding wicking system?
I don't use any. I just use water in the bottom. I don't feed. Like
Yeah.
I have my nutrients in my soil, and from the top, I add cheese to keep the microbes alive, and I keep the thing. And I
And
don't
that,
typically have to feed if I see that maybe this plant gets bigger than the pot will supply in food. I might top feed or something like that, but I do not put anything because I don't like to put anything in those. That's in buckets and keep it standing, and then you need to have it, a pump in there to keep it like this. I understand all that, but like that's not me. And that's the beauty of it, really. If you work with something like biotops, or if you have, certain like the Aptus organic dry amendments, all of that kind of stuff. You don't need all too much. You give a bit from the top, but so for me in the bottom, really just water. That's it.
Okay, yeah, that's the simplest solution.
Yeah. Because cleaning that stuff, I mean, does anybody use like organic nutrients in? I mean, there's a lot of like, I think Kronk does them. Kronk nutrients. They have actually good organic nutrients which you can run through your lines. So that makes sense. So for me, really, if I would feed minerals or even like the stereotypical liquids and stuff like that, I would do automize it. I would pump it because you really want to always do that by hand. You know what I mean? So what if I'm not there? That's what for me always. Like I'm gonna leave whatever. I just realized today or yesterday when I put the footage together to put the G-Line video. So I just went through my cell phone because I didn't film with anything else. Just went through my cell phone and what did I record of this? And I realized, okay, I was gone more time when these babies were grown than I was actually there. Like I looked like, okay, there's just like, here I am and it wasn't Berlin. I don't know. I was gone here. I was gone in Prague. I was gone in Vegas. I was gone like so many different times. I wasn't at home for sometimes 10, 12, 13 days at a time. And so I would need to automize it there. So there I just make sure that there's enough nutrients in the soil and just give water for that time, And then sometimes I didn't have enough autopots and it wasn't that, so I needed to pump. I need to install like a pumping system, a dripping system, and that works well, but again, only with water. I understand if you want to do it the real way and you have a real setup and you have a grow space that you're just gonna put lines in and then you can give them through your lines whatever you want to. Or as I said, you have like beds or like tray to grows kind of style things and just put whatever on it. You put in little seedlings or you put in big living soil pots, 100 liters or more, 25 gallon or bigger. So Randy Watson, bottom water with self-wicking bases and top feed with dry amendments. Just put some cardboard on top and keep the topsoil moist. Yeah, of course. Cardboard works, or you can also use any type of mulching, like I like there's a German guy, he says, something like, who forgets to put the mulch on the stumps already lost. That's just like, so I understand that. And I like the cardboard idea because it's very, very simple. And everybody gets cardboard, everybody has cardboard somewhere. So it makes sense for sure, just to keep sure that the moisture is in. Ben, you put cover crop.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I use living soil, normally I had these cotton tops.
Yeah.
I use cheesecloth.
Cheesecloth?
Cheesecloth
But I
around
only
the
top
top.
water.
Beautiful. Yeah, right now I don't use anything. Maybe I have to go get some cardboard. Well, thanks everybody, first of all, for tuning in and being here tonight. If anybody wants to show any more gardens, you're more than welcome. Ben, you're gonna take us some nice photos, right, of those babies.
I will. I did, and I will.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And yeah, next week we will be not here. We will have an interview probably, and it will be like a new, more like podcast style one-on-one show. It won't be live. It will be recorded, taped. I think I also won't make it as a premiere because it for the algorithm, unfortunately, it's not the best thing to have it. So it's just going to come out as a video and probably going to be best offs out of it as edited and stuff like that, if I find the time. And yeah, Daga, I think, will be the first guest, and I talk already with a bunch of other people. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be happening every other week here. So next week there will be the first one, and then in 2 weeks we will be back with a live. And so yeah, if you want to suggest people who should come and join the live or the podcast, just put it down in the comments. Always important to comment, because again, helps with the algorithm. I'm super stoked. Next week we're going to meet people from all over Germany, from all over Europe. Hempy will be there. GENETIX will be there. A bunch of other people will be there. We'll make sure that we don't just speak German the whole time and record some English content as well. And oh yes, I will be nibbling in that one. And, is that
Bufina.
Bufina? Beautiful. I like the Bufina. Bufina.
Mm-hmm.
Bufina needs to be crossed with one of the super sherry / buff boof line. That would be amazing, man.
Mm.
I like that it's so over pronounced. It's very, very, it's almost artificial. It's great. Great job, my friend. Very similar to, as I said, to the flavor I was hunting for with the Super Buff Sherry 26 line. The FF, you harvested there in what, 53 days now, you said?
53, yeah.
Okay, and I think no stress training 45 days.
46.
46?
46 days.
46
yeah.
days. And Wales is in the house.
I mean, she was ready at 46 days. But there was no ember on 46 days. But he loves to harvest when there's no ember.
Yeah.
But I have No, between 20 and 30% amber trichome heads. That's what I like.
Okay. I think it's with the amber. If you press it, an amber trichome head means that it's already a little bit dried out. So it will be harder to press. If I'm not mistaken, Hempy is much more of a pro about this field than me.
Yeah, for pressing, everybody usually harvest early.
Yeah.
It's like even a week early. Especially for the competition grade, people go way early because they're sacrificing harvest. They're just for the color because it's so much hype about the color. I do get it, but when I ask the competitors what's their favorite daily go-to, they show me something that's dark because it usually means that it's terpy and complex flavors. And for me, that's higher value than just the color. Taste for me is the most important, even before smell. Smell just gets me riled up, and then I'm hyped up about the taste, and it's like taking a girl for a date. You're getting to know her when you're just smelling her, but when you get the taste, you know what's up. If she's the one, or if she disappoints.
I can't wait to see Master Ganja go. Big shout out who's in the chat. He was saying he's going to come in to Düsseldorf at the Canna Fair with his cross of the Lit Sherb with the Super Sherry. And the Lit Sherb is a cross of RS11 with LCG, So lemon cherry gelato. So that's, I mean, I've never seen any of it, So I can't wait to see yours, and to test it. And I think he said he has enough, so we kind of go and try to press the flowers with the guys we met yesterday. Hanfzwerg, Hashcraft, really, really high performance, high industrial grade equipment, low temp. They have low temp equipment there at Canna Fair. So it's going to be nice to see and very, very interesting. So we'll document that, of course. And as I said, Ben will remind me to speak English. And Hempy only speaks so much German, so you will be just on my side and come with me. And then I won't forget. All right, guys, I'm high as a kite. This is a blast, man. And we're just getting started.
Yes.
How are you doing, my friend? Nice to see you.
How are you?
Well, I'm pretty baked and I'm enjoying myself quite a lot, but yeah, I'm well.
I'm good. I'm on holiday. Well, yeah, nice chill out away with the family. I thought I'd just come in and say hello.
Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. And I see you have the good genetics bag there, and you also have some good genetics in your garden.
Yeah, that's coming up next. When I get home, that's the next thing to go. There's 2 yours going in, and there'll be a Mephisto and a couple of night owls as well, depending on what. We'll talk about what we want to do anyway. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. I can't wait for that one. That was going to be a lot of fun.
We're sticking them all in megapots. All in megapots. I might do one tray to grow just to keep you happy. But I'll probably do the rest all in megapots and just do them as let's see what we can get out of them.
Yeah, I'm going to love that. I can't wait to see that because you grow really, really, really big plants and you grow really, really, really big buds as well. So, and you've been doing that for quite a while, no? This megapots. Are they still on the market? Because it's not like that they're,
yeah, still going. The guys are still going. Megapots, Monkey Nutrients. Another one to look at is Moonshine. They're really good UK ones, but They moonshine is an enhancer and a couple of different sprays. They're that good that they're used in the Chelsea Flower Show.
Okay.
So, like, as a royal flower show in the UK, their stuff is used in that show. But they are, it's fucking amazing, really good stuff. So I highly recommend looking at that. But yeah, I'm going to just go back to basics and stick them in Megapot, use some monkey nutrients, do all the sprays, all the bits and pieces, and see how big I can get your plants.
That's going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see that, man. It's going to be a good one.
That'll be a good thing. I'm going to document it like constantly as we go through. I'm going to do the same thing, writing it down, same as what Canna used to do, who will be joining us at some point. And we're going to document every day, everything through it. So we got 3 charts, everything through a whole thing of how to get one of them to, and hopefully we can get it up to 20. We're going for 20.
It's going to be fun to see. It's going to be fun to see. That's going to be.
I'm going to go. If we can get them up to 20, I'll be happy. If we can get over that, I'll be ecstatic. If we drop anywhere under 15, I'm going to be pissed off. I'm going to go flat out at it and see what we can get.
Nice. We're going to do this whole thing about they're going to go back old Canamato style. I can't wait for that. And
we're going to do it jointly. He's going to help, and we're going to be doing together in the background. But we're going to do it. Oh, monkey nutrients. We're going to. But it will be. We're going to try and do it so it's daily documented of feed and everything like that. So if people look at it and they have different feeds, they can. Right, it's kind of a blueprint of if you kind of keep to this, you will get over. 12 to upwards. And it's like I said, if you get less than 10, be pissed off, and it will work. So that's what. But we're going to do it with your one. So.
Yeah, as I said, I can't wait, and we're gonna do definitely a podcast on that one too. It's 420 somewhere, and that's going to be the name. So you can already go. It's nothing on the page. It's not even anything on there yet, but you can already go to youtube.com/@it's420 somewhere podcast. You can already go subscribe there. That's going to be where we're going to release different interviews, probably over there. Without any pictures on it or anything, we're just going to not show any buds. We're not gonna curse over there too much and stuff. So it's gonna be natural conversations about the plant, but it's because yes, this whole age restriction thing with YouTube, that's a big downfall. The Super Boof Sherry FF strain report is coming. Hopefully, I can finish it before Düsseldorf. It's a bit like, let's see, it's iffy. But it is coming. And I already dread a little bit. Not dread it. I want to be positive. But I know how it goes, Like, YouTube is going to say, like, age restricted. So it's like, okay. You were supposed to be shown to a lot of people, But don't... but it's just playing the game, and there's a lot of forces, and I say that, and this is like less so in this English format than in the German ones. There's a lot of tension going on. I feel like in the scene, there's a lot of this beefing going on, and a lot of people messing with you, messing with me for no reason, But 420 is for everyone, and that's why it's the 420 somewhere podcast, and I can't wait to have probably each of you at some point on it and just have talks about a little bit more deeper in our history and in our a bit more personal, let's put it this way, and then if we're 5 people at the same time.
Do you know when you get I was just going to say those people where you say they're like not having a go, but like, you know, you get shit off somebody or they're trying to report this or trying to do that. And the only reason I see people like that doing it is because of one thing, because they're jealous. Because if you're actually doing well, I think you should look at people if they're doing well and go, fucking well done to you. How did you do it? Right? How can I learn from you? Not the other way around where they go, oh, fuck. No, he's doing well. I don't like that. It should be the other way around. And that's how I teach my boy is if somebody's doing well, there's a reason they're doing well. It's not a bad thing. It's something to learn from because you can learn from it and you can be better yourself from it. So those twats that are reported do this, that, and the other, they're just somebody that sat there that can grow a plant that's 8 inches tall and they're just pissed off because everyone's fucking doing better than them. Sorry for swearing so much, but they're normally a bunch of arseholes.
All good, man. All good, man. As I said, I'm high as a kite. I say cheers to everyone. I'm gonna have another a drag of your beautiful rosin here still. That's so tasty. It's so tasty. Thank you so much for making such a beautiful extract, Hempy. This is chapeau.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're very generous, Sebastian.
No, it's the truth, and it's just like it hits a nerve. Let's put it that way. For me, it just hits a nerve.
Yeah, but it is people that
I love the flavor.
You should be happy for other people's success and look what you can learn from, not be the other way around. Because
I think you should be happy in general, you know, because for me personally, I don't like the alternative. So what is there left for? You know, just to be happy, you know, face it. That's maybe you cheer someone's day, you know. This not maybe beyond the brightest. Everybody got darker days, but it has to put a smile on and keep on going on, you know.
yeah, and the smile costs nothing.
Absolutely.
Yes, sometimes it's you have to get it out to realize that it's good because you might be in the wrong place. But yes, and that's, as I said, why full circle. This is my therapy session, and cheers to my friends, and cheers for being here. And we will do this again very soon. We'll probably have it, as I said, every 2 weeks. And in the first half hour, I probably have a guest on one-on-one as well with a chat. And then we will just open up and go see some gardens and so on. Mendo Dope said they're gonna come, so let's see. Maybe very soon Mendo Dope's gonna join us here for a little live sesh. We're gonna go see some trees in California. Thanks so much.
Oh yeah.
Thanks so much, Kanakan, for being here, spending time with us, and also having me at your stand. So if you come to Kana Fair, there will be a special. If you buy a Kanakan, you get a freebie from Good Genetics on top of it. And if you buy Good Genetics, you'll get a Huggers. So those tweezers basically with a little, that they fit the seat. You'll get one of those on top of your purchase.
Tell them to sell one to me. You should tell them. I will buy one.
Oh yeah.
I've tried. You can ship it past me to the rest of Europe, but just into me, just
Just like him. Wales needs a Kanakan. That's what he wants to say.
Yeah, drop it out the plane on the way past. I swear I'll catch it.
No, just with a little parachute on top.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yes, here on this channel, as I said, there's really nothing on it. I literally just saved it. So soon that's where we're gonna drop some hopefully not age restricted stuff. And here there will be the strain report. So maybe the strain report will be out there as well as an edit without showing any plants as well on that. I don't know, but maybe that's too. We'll see. That's the beauty of this journey. I'm doing it from the community, for the community, with the community. Thanks everybody so much for joining. I had a blast as always. I can't wait to be here again in 2 weeks. Next week, there will be a podcast. There will be a few other things dropping, as I said, the strain report. So make sure to subscribe. Good Genetics Store is where you find them beans. And yes, thanks, Richard, for always being there and like for supporting me so much. Really appreciate you. Yes,
Right on, brother. Right on. As always, man. Much love for the community and everything, man. Much growers love. And as always,
Wales, I
blaze on, my
can't wait for
friends.
you to show the community how you grow a pound good genetic. A pound of good genetics. I can't wait to see what you're gonna do. Ben?
I'll put it down now that if I don't get one of your two, yes, I'll grow 2 of them. If I don't have them over £1, I'll put then 100 quid in for a competition that we can do on your channel that anyone can win for whatever, and I'll pay for it.
Nice. I like that. So we got something going on. We will document that. We will show some beautiful plants. Hempy, I have a good feeling for you. You're gonna go rosin viral soon. Like I like when I like what I had maracuya. Remember? That's what Vincent Reed said.
Yeah.
And you know what comes from me now on top of it, and it makes it sound maybe even funny and weird? Marzipan.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Slight over sweet, bitter almonds. Almonds like with sugary over it. Like, yes, that's what it is. It's marzipan.
See, I got some. That's older rosin that was made out of cured weed. Look.
Beautiful. So you dab it, or you put it in a like make donuts out of it, or
I don't know. I brought it with me. I brought nothing to smoke it with.
Make donuts, like make a little sausage and put it in mariachi.
When we were talking, I was playing with it like Play-Doh. I was like, "What am I doing?"
Just don't put it outside on the paper. Just put it in like a sausage, like a little snake in the grass for a donut.
All right. Yeah. With the rest, I'd like to wake up tomorrow.
No, and then if you have to wake up tomorrow morning, then no. But like maybe for Saturday night, maybe that would be something for this time, or like an hour later on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've got to go driving cars in the morning. I'm driving a GT3 RS in the morning. And I can't do that. No.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Norma G, always holding it down. Wales, thanks so much for doing this. Hempy, wow, that rosin. Richard, thanks everybody for being here. Man, I'm high, definitely. I'm good. I'm very good, and it's really, really freeing to know that it's always 420 somewhere.